Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Eastern Dukes! Starting lineup for the Moncton Thunderbirds. At forward, number 9, Connor Walsh. At forward, number 10, Michael Leblanc. At forward, number 12, Christian Beliveau. On defense, number 20, Mason Svaneveld. On defense, number 24, Alex Boudreau. And in goal, number 31, Zachary David. For your Eastern Dukes. At forward, number 21, Wyatt Bullpit. At forward, number 8, Colin McCormick. At forward, number 5, Logan Rinko. At forward, number 15, Hugh McDonald. Defense. At defense, number 23, Carson Pierce. And in goal, number 29, Matthew Rooney. At this time, if you are able, we would ask you to stand for the playing of O Canada. Good morning to everyone watching Eastern Dukes hockey via YouTube. My name is Mark Rooney along with Sean McCormick on video. Very happy to be able to broadcast this for you. You're not able to make it down to Montague this morning. We've got the visiting Moncton Thunderbirds and of course your hometown Eastern Dukes coming off a big victory last night against the visiting St. John Vito. So the two New Brunswick teams are here for the weekend. And this will be last home action until after the prestigious Monctonian tournament. We're underway. Rinko, Bullpit, and McCormick will start for your Dukes. Kept in at the line by the digging Rinko. Bullpit trying to get a shot released by the Thunderbirds. Clumped up there. There's a shot off the skate of the charging McCormick, and Moncton will chip it in. Back forward is William Henry, played last night again for the Dukes as a call-up. Dukes are 5 regulars short, unfortunately, due to injuries and other assortments, but we also welcome number 3, Campbell Dunn, and also number 14, Owen Weatherby, who played again last night, contributing a goal and an assist. So a 5-2 win for the Dukes, keeping. Dukes have got 2 in the win column consecutively. They come in with a 9-2-2 record, 2 overtime losses there, and the Thunderbirds are coming in with a record. Moncton played in Tyne Valley last night against the Western, the other PEI entry in the Nova Scotia U16 League. There's a deflection. Oh, through the crease. Laird is back for the Thunderbirds. Up to the line, but not out. Pierce able to chip it in. By Bowering, kept in by Francis. Bowering, his man. Pierce will backhand that to Morrison. Can't quite get a stick. To keep that in, keeping the Dukes pushed in their own zone. Now Bowering throwing his body around. There's Campbell Dunn skating through center. Dunn's going to headman that and go get it himself. Good break. Got it. First shot of the game for either team. We played 2.5 early here on a Sunday morning, pardon me. Hope you enjoyed that extra hour of sleep. It's 10:55 where I am. It's 11:55. You forgot to reset your clock. You can take a moment to do that. And as Ramsey McGinnis breaks in down the right side, he falls and lost the puck. And back come the Thunderbirds. Throwing it deep. Here comes Cormier. He's bumped by Henry in the corner to the left of Rooney. Deep in the Duke zone, working to free the puck. McGinnis in his skates along the boards with Finney. McDonald backhands that to Henry. Dukes playing again only with 4D this morning as they were last night. There's wrapped around by the Thunderbirds through center now. That's Michael Leblanc. He's not able to get that on net. Hartman will retrieve that. He'll bump against Landry. And McGinnis banks it off the boards where it's picked up by Pierce. He's got it through the center to Hartman. Hartman joined by Pierce. Pierce is onside, works his way in. Big shot. The rebound's there. Good look from Hartman to Pierce. And a nice quick save early by Zachary David, the returning goaltender for the Thunderbirds. Owen Weatherby now will dig deep in the zone. He retrieves it. Weatherby behind the goal. Off a skate, not able to catch it in the center. Good job by Weatherby. He's digging hard. He's got 2 Thunderbirds on him. Now that's cleared out by Moncton. They will backhand it. And in comes it is Easton Ward Levi. Pierce, sure to get a lot of playing time, as will all the D. There's Colgan LeBlanc. Has spent some time on PEI in the past, attending school at the Mount. He's looking to find Lindberger. There's a shot, and Rooney's going to cover that one. Pierce there just in time to thwart that offensive setup by LeBlanc to Lindberger. Chance, a tipped in front, and Lindberger's got it that time. Right off the face-off. Bang, bang, in front. And that one got past Rooney, who didn't have a lot on that chance on that one. Moncton goals scored by number 13, Hudson Limburner. Assist to number 17, Cogan LeBlanc. Time of the goal is 4:35. That's Limburner from LeBlanc at 4:35. Moncton jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. Some good digging on the face there. Rooney's got that again, and he takes a hit and is rolled over by Limburner. Adjusting the helmet. Rooney was the victim of 2 goalie interference penalties in the last Sunday's game, and looks like the forwards are hard charging again. No call on that play. 5 minutes, 5 seconds gone. Dukes are down early. Morrison with the face-off win. First to it were the Thunderbirds. A good stick lift by Morrison will help get the puck out. And Dunn finds himself lifting that deep end, going to get it. Back to the point. Bowering connects with Dunn. He's going to take a bump. Moore trying to assist as well. Kopaj for the Thunderbirds along the boards with Moore. Steps in Pierce to keep that in. Now Dunn unable to keep that in is Bowering now. Kopaj finds himself deep in Duke's territory. Backhanded by Dunn. Morrison's going to golf at that and get it, at least forcing the Thunderbirds back. Boudreau behind his own net. We'll take a moment to gain some space. McDonald picked up at neutral zone turnover there. And Landry takes a big bump from Henry. Hunter now crosses into Moncton territory. Morrison finds McDonald, looking for the tip in front. Back comes Moncton through the neutral zone. Back to the blue line, kept in. Shot is deflected. It missed everything. That's Young behind the net. He will back to Ward Levi. Now Henry takes over for the Dukes. Off the skate of Morrison. No icing on the call. Excuse me, that was Arsenault, not Morrison. Pardon me, for the Dukes. Now there's a turnover. Arsenault in all alone. Got the stick. Might have been a bit of a stick poke there by David. Unable to get a clean shot, though, was Morrison on that turnover. Good job to create some activity close to the Moncton zone. Now Pierce. In all alone, the shot! McGinnis found himself alone with David and couldn't lift it over the goaltender. Dukes will make changes, as will the Thunderbirds. Quick pace to this game. And we will see icing as the defensive pass not able to be picked up by the Dukes forward. Dukes playing significantly short-handed with injuries, a suspension, and a call-up, accounting for the 5 missing Dukes in the roster today. Again, grateful to have some APs with us. There's a chance, the rebound through the crease. And the net is off. That was a dangerous play. The Thunderbird forward was left wide open for a clean shot, and Dukes are lucky that missed the net. 8 minutes played in period number 1. Thunderbirds opening up a 1-0 lead early. The combination of LeBlanc to Limburner. Now Ward Levi. Glove down by Mossy. He'll collect it and take off for the other end. Mossy trying to work past the official and the defenseman. Laird goes down in a pile for Moncton. Now Walsh, cross ice. That's Ward Levi. Into LeBlanc. Centering it. That centering pass has been there. Now Ward Levi without the glove. Hartman had that turned over. Henry picks it up. Now Henry for the Dukes. Coming in down the right side. He's angled in. Back pass. And that's pulled in by Thunderbirds will take over in neutral zone. There's Cormier now. Cormier working across ice. Here's a chance. Scores! 2-on-1. And Moncton capitalizing again early. That's Limburner, his second of the day. Moncton goal scored by number 13, Hudson Limburner. Assist to number 7, Mathieu Cormier. That's Limburner from Cormier at 9:18. So the Dukes are in a hole early, thanks to the goal scoring of Hudson Limburner of the Thunderbirds. Finding the far side on Rooney. Landry just off the stick of Limburner. And now Bowering will dump that deep. Dukes needing to create a little more offense in the Thunderbird zone. Finney is deep. Moore there as well as done for the Thunderbirds. Moore giving chase against Young. Turned over. Henry's got that. Able to keep it in for the moment. Now the Thunderbirds trying to connect, but that made the stick of the Dukes player. And Rooney will cover. We played 11 minutes in period number 1. Game number 14 on the season for the Eastern Dukes. It's a 36-game regular season, so we're a third of the way through already, if you can believe it, early into the month of November. Dukes find Arsenault, who's got to step on Francis. Good job by Francis to pull that out. McGinnis, just offside. Arsenault trying to collect himself and recover. Next weekend, the Dukes will travel to O'Leary to play against their Cross Island rivals, the Western Rebels, their first meeting of 8 on the season. That's a 7 o'clock start, I believe, in O'Leary on Saturday night, November the 9th, part of the A&E Foundation tournament. There's a chance, big shot on Rooney, big save there. And that's 2 or 3 clean looks that Moncton has had right from the slot. They're getting the puck to the center of the ice. Dukes are going to have to put a little more manpower in that particular zone. Now that's Landry for the Thunderbirds. McGinnis chips it off of his stick, and McDonald will recover for the Dukes. Hugh McDonald setting up. Back to William Henry. Getting that to McGinnis. He'll push that deep, and he and Arsenault will change. Hartman's out. And out comes Weatherby as well. Mossy there. The veteran. In deep now. Dukes looking for shots. Unable to get through. There's one. Was blocked. Didn't get to David. Weatherby, one time. Mossy just missed. That was a nice setup. Zvaneveld trying to get that out for the Wildcats. Good job by the Dukes. Some pressure, keeping that in. Weatherby now. He's tied up, but McDonald steps in. That's lofted in front. Big save. The tip. That's a little more like it if you're cheering for the Dukes. Now back comes Ward Levi. He's bodied. Sandwiched there by Henry. Good job to recover. Get the puck out. A race for it. McCormick is back first for the Dukes. Fast period. We're already 13 minutes in. Thunderbirds with a 2-0 lead. Then McDonald to McCormick to Henry. Sees Rinko. Walsh now trying to headman that. No icing. First to it is Limburner. He's making a real nuisance of himself today for the Dukes. Now Rinko behind the net. He's bothered by Beliveau. McCormick turning that behind. On the back of the net is the puck. The referees allow a chop or two to extract it. Back with Rinko is bullpitting McCormick. Dukes would love to bend the twine once before period one is over. Turn a little bit of momentum their way. It's been mostly Thunderbirds thus far. That's going to be chipped to Rooney. A bobble, but no harm from it. Now Campbell Dunn. Sideways pass to Moore. He's trying to avoid the check. Kogan LeBlanc for Moncton. Backhands that out of the zone. And Moncton will dish it in deep. Henry first to it. Finney's able to keep that in for the Thunderbirds. And he does so again. Kogan LeBlanc is in behind, working against Hugh McDonald. LeBlanc. Moore trying to steal the puck off of him. It comes to Pierce, who calmly retrieves it. There's a headman pass. Connor Morrison. Stick checked by the Thunderbirds. Defenseman Beliveau prevented a nice opportunity for Morrison and a real nice pass from Pierce. Now Morrison through to McGinnis. Shot is high off the glass. Turnover grabbed by the Thunderbirds in their own zone. Now McGinnis. Pierce is going to backhand that up. Cormier now coming in. Kept into the Thunderbirds line. That's tipped and wide of Rooney. McGinnis chipping that ahead. David's back to stop it. Sending that around. Picked up by Arsenault, and his feet are taken out from under him. This is Cormier. His shot was wide. Mitchell Young. Lots of speed on the Thunderbirds. He's in quick for it. Kicked ahead from Bowering to Pierce. Pressure on him by Kopaj. And we will see our first penalty of the morning, and that's going to go the way of the Thunderbirds. A tripping call, I believe. So this may be what the Dukes need. Moncton penalty to number 3, Kingston Kopaj. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 17-19. That's Kopaj for tripping at 17-19. While the announcement was on, Arsenault had a nice look in front. Lofted it a bit high, and we're out of play now. So McCormick will take the face-off for the Dukes, trying to squeeze one past David in the Moncton goal. Weatherby now sees McGinnis. Weatherby stretched to keep that in. Sideways to Massey. Weatherby blocked. Weatherby again, tipped in front. Oh, McGinnis had the ocean to work with and just missed it. Nice setup by Weatherby. Massey, there's another shot off the skate of David. McGinnis is going to look to the heavens after that one for help. Great setup by Weatherby, side of the net. 1 minute gone in the penalty. Massey with bullpit now. McGinnis stays. Massey cycles through the Thunderbird zone, finds McGinnis. Back to Massey. Shot off a skate. Rebound was there. David made a key save. Dukes will make changes. 30 seconds left in the penalty to Kopaj. Pass incomplete, and the Dukes will have to cycle back with McDonald turning up ice. Last minute of play in the first period. Breakaway by LeBlanc. Rooney played it pretty well, forced LeBlanc to the post. There's a break. And we're going to see another penalty going towards Moncton as they touch the puck. An interference call with just 36 seconds left to go. That'll be towards Alex Landry. So another opportunity now for the Dukes to inch closer. Moncton penalty to number 21, Alex Landry. 2 minutes for interference. That's Landry for interference. Time of the penalty is 19:14. So the Dukes with 18 seconds and a power play to work with here in period number 1. McCormick, McGinnis, Weatherby, Massey. See if they can find one before the period expires. A lot of work, stick on that. That was Laird. One more chance. Got to have a shot. Mossy winds up. Nice blocker save by David as time expires. Shots on goal in the first period for Moncton, 8 for the Eastern Duke, 7. But where it really matters, of course, is 2-0 on the scoreboard for the Moncton Thunderbirds. We will be back after the first intermission. Go refill your coffee, grab a snack, and we'll see you after 15 minutes. Back underway for period number 2. Dukes will start on the power play. Obviously love to capitalize early. Chance! David got a leg on that. Laird was dumped unceremoniously into the net. Thank you. Sorry. So good look there by the Dukes early on. Morrison will take a round route back to Mossy. He'll do the same. Arsenal taking lots of punishment in front. Mossy kept that in. .36 seconds remaining. Morrison's got a walk and a shot. I think David got a glove on that one. Just 30 seconds remaining. McGinnis. Morrison. And really blocking the pass. In fact, more than the shot there was the goaltender, David. Starting off period number 2. Dukes in a 2-0 hole. Pierce now from the point over to Moore. Shot missed by a little bit. Hunter back to Moore in stride. One-time shot, and David will glove that one. Third shot of this power play, and David's got a glove on that for the whistle. Hunter, Bullpit, and Hartman now with just 6 seconds remaining. Pierce allowed to step in. Rebounds there. So a successful penalty kill by the Thunderbirds. There's a redirect off one of the Thunderbirds' stick. So the Dukes are getting a little more activity in the way of shots on goal and dangerous shots. Now 2 Thunderbirds are deep. 4 Dukes break out. Hunter's all the way in. Backhands. Hartman's stick was tied up. And back comes Cormier in all alone. Chance, big save, Rooney. Can't give Moncton any more at this point. Svaneveld hits his own man, Cormier, and that forces the puck into the Thunderbird zone. Captured in the glove by LeBlanc. He'll work in, he's through, in close. Saved by Rooney, and he's got it. Action in close of goaltender Rooney. He was on his backside, and the puck was lodged underneath him somewhere. Doesn't matter where, they got the whistle and keeping this deficit to 2. And Mossy wins that back to McDonald. Morrison, Svaneveld will beat him to the puck. Lindberner backhands it around. Henry doesn't get it past Svaneveld. Landry slips on the pass attempt. Puck now in Moncton zone. Morrison with a shot. The rebound's there. Dukes are getting more shots to the net. Now here's Landry against McDonald. Lindberner trailing. Shot attempt went wide. Now that's Weatherby. Call up from U15 Central Attack. Gets a shot. Away. David will corral that one. Pull that in for stoppage of play. We played 3 minutes and 24 seconds here in period number 2. Thunderbirds 2. And your Eastern Dukes no score at the moment. Just past the stick of Bowering. He'll have to be careful. Thunderbirds giving lots of pressure. McCormick will bang that in, giving chase Rinko. Bullpit in as well. Now McCormick. He gets a stick on that. Walsh backhands that out past Pierce. No icing. Perhaps off the stick of Pierce. Ward Levi first to it. There's a turnover. Walsh. He missed the net with a hard shot all alone. Puck again on the netting. Ladies and gentlemen, we would ask you to take out your 50-50 tickets, please. Today's winning 50-50 number is 6488592. Winning ticket 6488592. If you have this ticket, please see Diana in the lobby, and we thank you for your support. So a turnover there nearly resulted in disaster again for the Dukes. And we're going to have a misconduct here. Dukes now back to the power play, their third consecutive. And this will be the lucky one, third time the charm. Moncton penalty, a bench minor, served by number 13, Hudson Limburner. That's a bench minor served by Limburner. The time of the penalty is 4:09. And just like that, that penalty has been nullified. We have cross-checking against Arsenault. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey, just like that. Duke's penalty to number 6, Connor Arsenault. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the penalty is 4:32. That's Arsenault for cross-checking at 4:32. There's more in all alone. In front now, David. Able to steer that away. Great rush by Moore. Some close chances at both ends of the ice. Moore to McDonald on his knees. To backhands that. Shot, big save. Leg save. David's been a lot of those today. Now Pierce working his way in. Dunn is there. And Moore. Campbell Dunn working against Boudreau. Legs are heavy, killing penalty early for the Thunderbirds and now leveled up. That's Hunter with Bullpit. Hunter's around the D-man Finney. 4-on-4. Now the Thunderbirds will be back to even, back to 5, I should say. And within 8 seconds, the Dukes will be back to even strength as Arsenault will be back. Dukes trying to keep that in the Thunderbird zone. Boudreau around to Finney. He can't find it in his skates. Bullpit's pressuring him. Back to Finney. Big hit there at the line, but Henry throwing his weight around. Back comes Moncton, however. Centering pass. And Henry coming back from the hit. Rooney will get that. Leave that for McCormick. McCormick fanning on that. Some confusion behind the Duke zone. Away comes Moncton with it. Redirection. Always dangerous and close to see if it finds a stick. Michael Leblanc forces Pierce to go the other direction. He'll chip that out. And Hartman now, a race against Ward Levi. The Moncton Thunderbird defenseman won that race. And David sprawling to collect that one before any more harm could come from it. We played 7 minutes and 42 seconds of period number 2 here in Montague. We wish you a good Sunday morning. Hope you're enjoying that extra hour of sleep. There's a shot from Pierce, landed on the pads of David. McDonald, there's a tip opportunity, chipped wide. Duke's keeping the Thunderbirds in pretty well. Back comes LeBlanc. He's around Pierce, centering pass. And the net is off the pegs as Landry is in the net. Or pardon me, that was Ward Levi. So we'll see the face-off after that commotion to the right, left of Rooney with Hunter. And LeBlanc taking the face-off, won by LeBlanc. That shot attempt missed the net. Now on the left side. Walsh and Ward Levi battling against Pierce. Cross ice, back to Francis. He lets one go. It didn't miss by a lot. Back to Laird. He whistles one wide. Rooney's going to glove and jump to collect it. And we'll redo the face-off to the left of Rooney. Moore against Mathieu Cormier. Cormier pushes it forward. Hard on him is Hugh McDonald. Picked up by Moore. Back was Moore with Campbell Dunn, 2-on-1. Moore's gonna look, he's got a shot on David, the rebound's there, it's still loose. Moore with a couple of nice rushes early in this period. And David has been a wall today for the Thunderbirds, almost halfway through. Stopping all 16 shots that have come his way. And McDonald with a lane. No traffic though. And David sees that clearly and will cover for the whistle. Face off, won by Moore. McDonald. There's some more traffic. It hit a skate off the skate of Bellevaux. and redirected behind the net. Now Bellevaux scoops that up. Out come the Thunderbirds. Lindberner down the left side. Kick save, rebound. Lindberner had a step. Now that centering pass is going to be erased. Campbell Dunn against Finney. No icing. Dunn's first there. Henry trying to find a connect. And there's a turnover as 4 Thunderbirds break out. Dunn will chop at that. Cormier turns that over to McCormick. And Bullpit will go one-on-one with Bellevaux. Boudreau, pardon me. Bullpit makes a move. In close. Didn't miss by a lot in the backhand. Nice rush by Wyatt Bullpit. Now McCormick, a shot. And there are far more shots going the way of David in this period. So the Dukes are on the doorstep. They just need to walk through. Face off one back to Bowering. He's going to chip it in front, close. Not a lot of good stick on that one. McCormick pins his man against the boards, pushes it forward. Zvaneveld will ring that around. The Kopaj not kept in. There's a shot, redirect. It's through, it's in the net. It's in the net, a shot from Bowering, redirected possibly to the stick of McCormick. And you could see it coming. The Dukes were pushing and pressing. And McCormick will grab his 6th goal on the campaign. Duke's goal, his 6th of the season, scored by number 8, Colin McCormick. Assist to number 11, Jackson Bowering. Time of the goal is 10:43. That's McCormick from Bowering at 10:43. So an issue there with the icing call. We'll go to center, neutral zone face-off. And the Dukes have cut the lead in half as we have crossed the halfway threshold in the game. That's Rinko battling now against Walsh. He'll chip that past Francis. Rung around by Laird. Bowering chips in. Now McCormick is back. Finds Pierce. Pierce quickly up to Rinko. Dukes with some good speed and passing now. Ward Levi trying to backhand that out. In the skate of Rinko. Gets that into Moncton territory. Temporarily, now McCormick will stop it and force the Thunderbirds to retreat. 11 and a half minutes gone in period number 2. Out comes LeBlanc. Kogan LeBlanc crosses the blue line, leaves it for Ward Levi into the feet of Hartman. Walsh picking that up for the Thunderbirds. Dangerous pass in front collected by Weatherby. He's going to chip it high. And here's Mossy. He's got Hartman trailing. Mossy, the toe drag, he's in tight. Stopped by David. Mossy had a great look there. Nice toe drag past the defenseman. And the Dukes are showing a little more life. And Rooney's going to cover that one up. He'll grab the face-off to his left. Mossy, Weatherby, Hartman. Henry and Hugh McDonald make up the Dukes 5. Now that's turned over to Mossy. Mossy sidesteps Boudreau. If you can see Hartman, he's got him. Intercepted now by the Thunderbirds in their own zone. Mossy wraps that in behind. Giving chase is Blake Hartman. He bumps with Boudreau. Kept in at the line by Henry. He'll force that back in. There's Hartman. Good digging in there by the Dukes forward. Henry, nice decision to pinch on that, keeping the Thunderbirds deep. Boudreau, Hartman bumps in again. Turned over, Weatherby trying to get it through the skate, and Finney, he had Kate Hunter coming off the bench. And then Hartman throwing his body around again. McDonald backhands that forward and got a stick on it at center ice. Good job by McDonald to keep the pressure up at that end of the ice. Now Henry. A race for that is picked up by Boudreau. And will be offside, or the Thunderbirds with a whistle. Face-off will be outside the Duke zone. Beliveau and Hunter. Won by Moncton and turned over just inside the Duke zone. Pierce now. Dukes with more offensive zone pressure. There's looking for a tip. That was wide. Pushed into the corner. Dukes have the Thunderbirds a little back on their heels now. Looking for the equalizer before period 2 expires. Kept in. Low shot along the ice by McGinnis. Bowering pushes him all the way in, and he pushes his body on an unsuspecting Thunderbird. Now that's a turnover by Pearson. Here's a break. Pierce is back though. Capage. Pierce, good job to get back. Mitchell Young. Kopach with the win in the corner. It's low. Someone trying to find a stick. Dukes can't clear. Young, side of the net. Rooney's got it. Dukes just need to clear this. A lot of pressure right now by the Thunderbirds. And Rooney's got that. Good cover. We'd like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity: Cardigan Excavators, Dr. John Gillis Memorial Lodge, Sports Center Physiotherapy, Blue Electric, Coach's Restaurant and Sports Bar, Hanson Electric, and Atlantic Aqua Farms. Thank you for your generosity. Thunderbirds had a man at the side of the net as open as you'd want. Couldn't get it to him. And so Moore ushered out of the face-off circle. Won by Moncton. Laird and Rooney's going to cover that one. Ninth shot of the period on Rooney, countering with the Dukes is 13 on David. Again, face-off one. Back to Laird. He'll shoot. So tricky for goaltenders to pick that up through a mess of legs and sticks. Now Weatherby. Neat backhand pass to McDonald. And Ward Levi, a big body, bounces off. The net is open and the puck was there. Dukes pushing for goal number 2. They have found a little something here in period number 2. Inside 5 minutes to go in the period. Now McDonald cross ice. Henry steps in, shoots. Blocker save, and David's going to cover that as well. So the Dukes are out shooting Moncton 14-9 in frame number 2. They have beaten David once. That was a glorious chance just now as well. The puck sat loose. The net was empty. Now McCormick wins it, but there's Lindberner. Away, asking for the puck back. Lindberner in all alone, and he's through. And there's the hat trick for Lindberner. A 2-on-1, and he was found open. And just as the Dukes were pushing the other way, the combination of Limburner and Matthew Cormier does it again. Moncton goal scored by number 13, Hudson Limburner. And just like that, I didn't get my announcement out, and Hardman's got one back for the Dukes, and they're back within one. Mossy and McCormick with the points there. Duke's goal, his second of the year, scored by number 4, Blake Hartman. Assist to number 22, Willem Mossy. And number 8, Colin McCormick. Time of the goal is 15:43. That's Hartman from Mossy and McCormick at 15:43. So the Dukes crawl back within one. There's a chance. Huge save by Rooney. Just when they needed it, to allow the goal to go up again for the Thunderbirds would have been dreadful. And end-to-end action now in the last 5 minutes of period number 2, pardon me. That's how excited I am. Now Dunn not able to pull that all the way out. Pierce will have to give chase. We're inside 3.5 minutes to go. And what's been a very eventful second period. Dukes have come to life. They still trail by 1. Held up there was Bowering. He bumps Walsh. Bowering likes to use the body. Now Morrison's behind. Morrison in deep with Campbell Dunn. We approach the 17-minute mark of the second period. Duke still looking for the equalizer. And we're going to see a penalty, I believe, going towards the Dukes. A Neen penalty, and that's a costly one. That'll set the Dukes back 4 minutes. And that's going to go towards Morrison. And that is not what the home team needed right now. So the penalty kill is going to have to go to work. Duke's 4th in the league in the penalty kill. Duke's penalty to number 16, Connor Morrison, 4 minutes for Neen. That's Morrison for Neen at 17:11. Huge opportunity for the Thunderbirds and critical penalty kill now for your Dukes with just 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. There's a long turnover, and that should be icing, and it will be. There's a break for the Thunderbirds. Fans, we remind you about our canteen in the lobby. Please stop by and visit Burgers and Blue Jeans. So the face-off will go down the way of the Thunderbirds, and again, that's a bit of a break. 44 seconds into the penalty to Morrison. Cross ice pass now. That's LeBlanc, Limburner, and Young. Sorry, not Limburner, but Copage is there. Dukes have seen enough of Limburner, number 13. Certainly unlucky for them. And the shot that was deflected wide. It is Limburner, pardon me, my correction. McGinnis trying to rush for that puck to clear it. Pierce is there. He's going to have to hurry. Doesn't get it all the way out. 1:25 to go in period number 2. Dukes are shorthanded. Swung around on the opposite side of the rink by Bullpit. And Ramsey McGinnis is away, fighting with Young. If nothing else, it gets the puck down to the other end of the ice. Boudreau now sets up. Last minute of play in the second period. Dukes have a few seconds to try to kill. Puck was lofted high, not out. Puck is alive still. Walsh for the Thunderbirds. Bullpit working on Beliveau. LeBlanc, cross ice. Bullpit got a stick on that. There's Walsh. Over to Laird, 30 seconds to go in the period. The Dukes can escape from this. Down 3-2, and that's out. Pierce bodies his man. 3-on-2. Puck back to defense. 10 seconds to go. Dukes have to kill 7 more seconds. One-time shot. It's tipped in front. Rooney's got it. With 2 seconds to go on the clock, Dukes will look to Willem Mossy to win this important faceoff. It's won by Mossy into the corner harmlessly, and the Dukes escape about 3/4 of the penalty to Morrison in the end of the second period. Dukes come back. They bend the twine twice on David, scoring 2. However, the Thunderbirds have also countered with 1. That leaves us 3-2 after period number 2. Shots on goal for the Dukes in that period, much more prolific with 15 shots. And to Moncton with 13 shots. We'll rejoin you after intermission. We hope you'll be back on Eastern Dukes Hockey. So we're back for period number 3. We've got a burner going here early Sunday afternoon in Montague. Eastern Dukes trailed 2-0 after 1 and 3-2 after 2. They will start the period on the disadvantage as the 4-minute Neen penalty to Morrison carries over. The Dukes have killed 3/4 of it, roughly. Dukes outshot the Thunderbirds by a 2-shot margin. Cross ice pass, nice job by McDonald to get some body on that. Inside a minute to go. Thunderbirds settling in through the neutral zone. And a grab by Walsh. Mossy trying to make something happen with Rinko, short-handed. Nice effort there by the Dukes forward. Just 30 seconds left in the penalty. Arsenault replaces Rinko for the Dukes. Now LeBlanc tries to get past Bowering. Hunter elects to take that behind his own net. Sauces that across. Bowering sends it deep. Laird will intercept that. And the penalty to Morrison is over. Dukes dodge a bullet. Now, can they get the equalizer? Back comes Moncton. Cormier. McGinnis had his head down, finding this puck in the skates, and he ran into Young, and that will force the offside. We play just a minute and 42 seconds here in the third period, and the Dukes are going to need a good start to find the equalizer. They are looking for win number 10 on the season, are the Dukes. Finney retreats back for Moncton. Pierce able to keep that in for the Dukes. Finney will try it again. Picked off by Rinko in the corner. He's deep with McCormick. Stick handling his way through is McCormick. Turned over now. Kept in by Bowering. Just in. Finds Rinko. Attempting to center, was caught. A Thunderbird skate. Bullpit will keep it deep. Good pressure by this forward trio. Bowering, quick shot release. It's tipped right on. Good job by Rinko. And David was there to answer. Icing is going to be the call. Waved off. Young there first to the hash marks. It's the hybrid icing call. Again, the Dukes dealing with just 4 defensemen. Legs maybe starting to get a little heavy. Dukes are down 5 regulars today. And with that icing, the face-off will be in Dukes territory to the right of number 29, Matthew Rooney. McCormick wins that to Pierce. And Pierce and Bullpit start out. Weatherby joins. Lindberner. Turned over by McCormick. Hartman, one of the goal scorers. Hartman joined with Weatherby. Hartman pulled off the puck. And Kopaj now across center for the Thunderbirds. All the way in. Stopped by Rooney. Left for McDonald. Lindberner in there as well. A sumo move there by McDonald, and that's a shot high by LeBlanc out of play. The puck out of play will reset inside Duke's territory. Face-off won by Eastern Dukes. Breakout pass intercepted by Mikel LeBlanc. He's in now. McDonald last one back to pick that off. He's wrapped up. Sproney with a dive across, big save. Keeping this a 1-goal deficit. Looked like McDonald was on a hogtie there and behind the net. Now Walsh with the turnover. Mossy got some speed shots. David's got it for the rebound. The Eastern Dukes would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity: L-Link, Propel 16, Prince Edward Aqua Farms, Cummings Electric, Down East Auto Parts, and McDonald's. Face-off now inside Moncton territory. Good win by Moore, back to Pierce. They whack at it in front. Didn't see this goaltender, David. And now we'll see icing perhaps. And it is. We'll reset down in Moncton defensive zone. Good win by Moore on that last face-off to Pierce. His shot didn't quite make it through. We'll do the opposite side now to the left of David. Morrison and Dunn will join Moore. And Moore will be ushered out of the face-off circle. And they have a meeting of the minds, so to speak. The helmets are conjoined. Well, the hardware situation has been sorted out. So now Dunn will be in to take the face-off. 50-50 battle there. Comes away with it are the Thunderbirds. They find Cormier. They had a man high. He's offside. That was Landry who was in a little anxious. Cormier, excuse me, bumped by Dunn. And that shot went high and wide over the glass, and we'll reset again. Dukes have to put a big offensive push on here. Cormier's shot was whistled wide, may have hit a stick. Pearson Morrison can't get that out. Cleared in by Moncton, wide of the net. And Moore works against his man. That is extracted from the zone, and Finney will take over in the neutral zone for Moncton. It's on top of the net, no icing there. And now they're going to blow it dead, and we'll take it out. And Bowering got mixed up behind the net. So a bit of a geographic advantage now for the Dukes as that puck will come out side of their line. Dukes' next action will be next Saturday night in O'Leary to face their island counterparts, the Western Rebels, as part of the A&E Foundation weekend. And the following week, it will be off to the Monctonian, where they will revisit the St. John Vitoes from last night, the Martello Buccaneers, and the Eastern Thunder from Newfoundland. Now, McGinnis. And left that for Hunter, and his shot off a stick, up high and wide. Next home action for the Dukes will be in 3 weeks' time. almost 3 weeks' time on November 23rd and 24th. That's a shot, and by Henry, and David had a clean look at that one. Hunter trying to win this one for the Dukes. Henry keeping that in his skates. Hunter going to push that through behind. Svaneveld bumps with Arsenault. Shot one time. Hunter didn't miss by a lot. Just slid past the net. There was a corner available. Now a good battle along the boards involving about 6 players. On the far side of the rink, close to the camera. Refs still see some activity at the puck, and they're going to think it's going to come loose. Now Henry, last man back, William Henry, no icing. Doesn't get a lot to ring it around, but there's help. Hugh McDonald is back now. Sideboards from McGinnis, neatly backhanded to Kate Hunter. Arsenault and McGinnis join Hunter. Trying to work through. Mitchell Young gets the rebound. Can the Dukes get a stick on it? It was free. Back the other way now, Bowering. Giving chase to Beliveau. Pierce's pass intercepted. Shot high off the glass. The rebound is there in front. Good job by Bowering to get a stick on that. Prevented a good opportunity for the Thunderbirds. Now Rooney picks that up and gives it to teammate Bowering. And the Dukes are going to be called for icing again. We played 7 minutes and 5 seconds here in the third period. Dukes still trailing by 1. It's getting to be that time of the game. Dukes have been involved in a lot of close games. A lot of one-goal games. There's a hard shot off a leg. Didn't see the goaltender Rooney. Now McCormick. Out to Bullpit. Cross ice to the speeding Rinko. Rinko working on Boudreau. Boudreau is going to be called for the cross check, and that will give the Dukes a bit of a man advantage. Boarding is the call. So Boudreau will sit for the Thunderbirds, and the Dukes could want for nothing more than the man advantage to try to equalize this game. Moncton penalty to number 24, Alex Boudreau, 2 minutes for boarding. That's Boudreau for boarding. Time of the penalty is 7:29. McCormick, McGinnis, Arsenault, Mossy, and Hunter. That's who Coach Peters sends out, charged with getting the equalizer. Mossy, side of the net. Hunter couldn't find the handle. Now he's roughed up. Hunter working hard to keep that puck in. It is kept in by Mossy. Smart move there. Now Mossy takes that with 12 minutes to go in the game. Regulation, I should say. Hunter will get that deep. Svaneveld deep. Turned over, McCormick now for Mossy. Into the corner to Hunter. Laird will tip that off of his stick. And it'll come across ice, where McGinnis will work against the Thunderbird defenseman. Not able to be kept out. Mossy, the armor of Walsh, and that redirects into the left corner. Now Hunter. Good puck possession by the Dukes so far. Can't get to David. One time McCormick, it's there. And that was a good look at the side of the net. David came out to challenge that one. Fresh legs for the Dukes. Morrison skating through center with Bullpit and Moore. And that will be sent right back by the Dukes. McDonald is back. Just 20 seconds remaining in the penalty to Boudreau. Hugh McDonald is in deep. Moore charging hard against Francis. Moore in front. Hartman looking for number 2 on the day. Morrison's in deep. McDonald a stretch to keep it. Cross ice. Moore. The penalty to Boudreau is over. Moore with a shot. And the glove of David has got that one. So the chances are coming the way of the Dukes. Thanks in part to the penalty to Moncton. It still remains a 3-2 game in favor of the Thunderbirds. Now Pierce trying to get through the legs. McGinnis just had it off the side of the net. Another one by McGinnis. McGinnis has had a number just at the mouth of the goal. There's 2-on-1. Cormier shot. Rooney, big save, and it steered into the corner. There was a hovering Thunderbird looking for the cleanup. McGinnis working on Cormier. Gets him off the puck, pushes him into the corner. Rooney with a nice save there. There's a one-timer from Cormier. McGinnis wins the race. He's there first, working against Finney. Arsenault joins him. Inside, 10 minutes to go. Mossy turning to look for the puck on the stick. He got it, but it was wide. Mossy backhand. Diving stop by Cormier for his Thunderbirds. Through the body in front there. Mossy had a look at a backhand. Now Pierce. McGinnis in front. It's tipped by a Moncton defenseman. And wide. Again, the Dukes are finding some pressure points now. Dukes really pushing for the equalizer. They'll have to do it even strength now. There's a long pass attempt. A race for that. No icing. McDonald was in a foot race with Copage, I believe. And Copage won it. Out of Duke's territory. Moncton will be forced to push back. Inside 9 minutes to go. There's Cogan LeBlanc. Rooney got a stick on that. Off the stick of Desjardins. And not out. It is now. A battle for it. And Copage backhands that in where it's turned over. Off the stick of Rinko. Joined by Bullpit and McCormick. Duke's D must be tired. They change. Bowring with a chance. Missed the net. Pierce got to get rid of it quickly. Big save by David to push that into the corner. Job by Pierce to pull in. McCormick trying to find a stick. Back to Bowring. Into McCormick in the corner. He gets it across. Morrison. Back to Pierce. It's there. Just missed wide. May have hit a body redirecting that. Kept in at the line. Pierce. David will throw that into the corner with the leg pad save. Inside 8 minutes to go. Pressure time now for both teams. Turned over in neutral territory. Pierce now. He winds up. Hard shot off a body. And Desjardins felt that one. Not out. Lots of pressure now, and David's going to settle that down. We've got 7:15 on the clock. (3-2) Thunderbirds lead. Thunderbirds have a man super high And Rooney's going to take that. The Eastern Dukes would like to thank the following sponsors for their generosity: Pownell Ringside Sports, Real Atlantic Superstore, Branching Out Island Artisan Market, and Dyra Holdings Incorporated. So a long pass attempt landed on the stick of Rooney, and he'll cover it. It's a real home run attempt by Moncton, but on the net and no icing. Pierce gets a backhand on that, turned over in neutral territory. And that's going to be icing. So that will get the Dukes closer to the net, containing Mr. David and the Moncton goal. Dukes trying to secure win number 10 on the season. Moncton looking for their 4th. They've played a wonderful game, both teams. Very competitive. And Dukes don't have time on their side. Hartman trying to get a one-timer there. And back comes Moncton. Laird forced into the corner by Henry. Moncton still with the puck, trying to wrap that around. Landry bumped by Weatherby. Bouncing puck, nobody can corral that, and now it's kicked out inadvertently, of course, by Moncton, where Owen Weatherby will settle it down for Henry. Henry across to McDonald with a little bit of time. Hugh McDonald behind the net, back to Henry. We approach the 14-minute mark of play. Henry had to be careful as 2 Thunderbirds were on him. William Henry from Eastern Express. Onside is Weatherby. 2 U15 call-ups on the ice for action for the Dukes at the moment. Now Hartman. Backhand in that for Hunter. Shot from Henry off a leg pad of Francis. Number of shots from the point did not get through. And that will be icing with 5.5 to go here in the period. Want to thank Sean McCormick on video before we forget about it at the end of the game, and also Phil Bullpit here. Some light show going on, much appreciated. Joined by Sean Rooney on music and David Green on the clock, help making the game day production what it is here in Montague. Turned over now, Hartman's got some speed. He's pulled down, and there's going to be a power play opportunity for the Dukes. That'll be a trip. That's going to Alex Boudreau. Couldn't order it up much better than that if you're a fan of the Dukes. 5:23 to go, 2-minute power play. Moncton penalty to number 24, Alex Boudreau. 2 minutes for tripping. That's Boudreau for tripping at 14:37. Dukes working in close. They have McGinnis. Points leader on the team, Mossy. Sauces that to Morrison. Back to Mossy. Morrison and Mossy will pitch and catch. Mossy, a shot. May have hit a stick of David. McCormick working around in the corner. Back to Mossy. The crowd in front. Arsenault's there. Somehow David saw that and catches that with his trapper. Not sure how he saw that, but it was a clean look and he got a clean glove on it. 4:46 to go on the clock. 1:23 to go in the penalty. And the man advantage for the Dukes. Morrison to Mossy along the D-line. Arsenault's in front. He's going to take the damage. Arsenault trying to get free. So we get a stick on that. McCormick's out there. Free stick to McCormick. Sees Morrison, works it back to Mossy. Approaching the halfway mark of the penalty. Shot right on, and David's there. Dukes are going to need a redirection. David's seen most of those clean or some screen work. Try to take his eye. He's up to 32 saves on the game to date. Now Liam Moore. That pass did not connect. And Thunderbirds take off some pressure. Pierce will wind up with lots of skating room. He's joined by Bullpit and Hartman and Moore. Pierce back to Hunter. Pierce sees Moore. He's going to wind up. Fake shot, clean shot, rebound was there. That'll push Eastern Dukes back deep. Moore is there. 3:48 on the clock. Dukes need one to tie. Moore crosses the blue line. In deep to Bullpit. Bullpit working around the net. Just 10 seconds remaining in the penalty to Moncton. Moore. Pierce. Shot was blocked again. Stick lift by Hartman. No icing there. Now Boudreau will battle Rooney for the face-up for the puck. Rooney clears it. At least as all 5 Dukes change. Now that's picked up by LeBlanc. Dukes come away with it. Bowering from his defensive position inside 3 minutes. Nice move by Bowering, but it's turned over, and Dukes are working to get the personnel on. McGinnis is back with McCormick. McDonald has to be careful. Cormier forces him back. There's a big chance by LeBlanc. Rooney equal to that task. Now Bowering hits the red line. Bowering's deep. Puck is turned over to Moncton, not extracted. And here's McCormick looking to get the rebound. He did so. Smart play by McCormick to aim for the pads. McCormick with 2 minutes to go now. McCormick was looking to get a rebound creation. He did. It just didn't find the Duke stick like he had hoped. Pierce will use the net for protection, and he'll take out. We'll look to the Duke's net to see if Rooney gets relieved for the extra attacker. Mossy finds Arsenault. Shots! Shot right on. Henry keeps it in. Redirected. Arsenault kept in, batted in. Good job by Arsenault. They're going to say gloved ahead with 1:22 to go. And a very exciting game. And we'll have a timeout called on the Eastern Dukes behalf. And we'll give Coach Trevor Peters a chance to get the personnel that he wants on the ice, as well as a little bit of a breather. Give us an opportunity to check out some other scores, let you know of some other games going on in the league today. Assistant coach Denver Clinton drawing up the play if they can win the face-off. This will be outside the Dukes, inside neutral territory rather, outside the Thunderbirds blue line. We're set to go, 1:22, won by Willem Mossy. Mossy's got it inside, stick check coming his way. Now, Rooney's out of the net for more. The extra attacker, Pierce, lofts that high, looking to get a rebound. It's in front. It's somehow David's great chance for the Dukes, and David somehow got a leg on that. Someone had the game-tying goal on their stick on behalf of the Dukes. And that, time-wise, was the best save of David's afternoon. 6-on-5, the empty net now for the Dukes. Last minute of play in the third period. .40 seconds remaining on the Dukes. Shot now, David gloved that one again. Dukes have inside 40 seconds to go, and now Moncton will use their 30-second timeout. We'll get you those updated scores from around the league. Thunder visiting Cabot in Port Hawkesbury. They're tied at 0. The St. John Vitoes, who were here last night, are visiting the Western Prince Edward Island. They are currently losing to the Rebels. Sorry, just an update. They have, just as I'm speaking, tied it at 2. And in Bedford, the crosstown, cross basin. Voyageurs losing to the Armada 2-0 at this point. So 38 seconds remain on the clock. Arsenault, Moore, Mossy, McGinnis, Pierce, and McDonald. Face-off won by Moncton. They're going to ring that around. Stopped by Pierce. He pushes it deep. Moore's got it. 30 seconds on the clock. Mossy with a shot off a leg. It deflected into the corner. Back to Moore. He bangs it behind the net. Kept in by McDonald. Got to get a shot. Mossy backhanded his way through with 15 seconds left. Setting up for one shot. Trying to backhand that in. Moncton retains possession. It's in the corner with just seconds left. The clock will go down without the Dukes getting a shot in the last shift, and Moncton's going to skate away with a 3-2 victory. Pretty good battle by both teams today, but the Dukes will be handed their 5th loss on the season. Moncton will gain their 4th win on the season. Shots on goal in the third period by Moncton, 10 for a 3-period total of 31. And by the Dukes, 14. They just couldn't get the equalizer. There was 36. Thank you for joining us on Eastern Dukes Hockey. Our next broadcast from home will be on November 23rd as the Dukes will take on the Thunder. For Sean McCormick and all associated with the Dukes, thank you for joining us. Have a great Sunday afternoon.